Hello, 3B family. This is Sean Frye, 3B Comics, and I'm here to finally give you a cool update on all our different platforms and stuff. I want to go down a trip down memory lane with my very first kid project that we did back in 2019. I thought it'd be cool to talk about our very first book that we ever worked on, Youth Mob. And this is the art, the story, all that's done by me. This is before we got ready to do our campaign that got successfully funded on Indiegogo and shipped out and delivered to all our customers. And the animation before all that, this was the original brainchild of Youth Mob. But I thought this idea up when I went to one of my very early con shows, and I met a mother that talked about creating like a coloring book for my characters and stuff like that. But at the time, I had really cool characters from Team Apex and the Natural Lights, just establishing those IPs to, oh man, I need a teen kid type of book. I need something just for my younger readers, and that's when the idea dawned on me about creating Youth Mob. Because at the time, the only character I had was Otto, and from Otto, each character spawned Gabriel, Goldie, Loco, Hero, Vibe, and then Amara. Who wasn't really a part of my very first initial concept, but I ended up adding her in, making her solidify as the six going forward. And I thought it'd be cool for its last month of being on Indiegogo to just talk about the original concept and show off my original storytelling, my thought process when I was creating them and coming up with the concepts. And I thought that'd be cool for going this month, just talking about old concepts and stuff when I first started 3 years ago and how much we've progressed so far. And right now, I just want to jump in, and here we go. The story picked up early on with my character Ivan. This breaks out right after the Amara Agenda, which is another book that we're working on that we're retelling the story also, but this falls along that same line of our Nick Fury type character looking for assembling his own team. Because the way I created Team Apex, they were like a Justice League type of group, but they didn't function like one. So they were scattered pieces. They wasn't a real form team. And my character Ivan, his main goal was to create a team that he can count on. Like, if the world collapsed anything, this team will be ready and set to become new heroes. And we went younger with him because he could easily shape and mold them and create the next generation of heroes. He can influence the next generation of heroes. And that's what his thinking process was when he came up with the character. But at the time, he was putting together the recruits in my original story. He's putting together the recruits. And he sat down and talked with my character Otto, which he met in the Amara Agenda. Sat down with his brother. They just were chit-chatting about setting up, creating a new team for Otto. And Otto really loved the concept, and he immediately jumped in, didn't have a problem. And in the story, you first meet Trinity as well, which is their trainer. She's their trainer, teacher, the whole 9 yards, where she does the nurturing part of Youth Mob. She, whenever Ivan's not with the team, she's giving them the orders and directing them along the way. And the story just picked up where Otto just went to the base, and he's getting a cool little layout of the whole facility before he actually meets the team. And to his shock, when he first came into the team, he didn't know that they were going to be around his age group. And at the time when I created Otto, he was a little more arrogant, cocky, because he grew up around like a lot of adults. So him becoming the hero is a little different. He grew up around an adult, so he acted more like an adult, and now he's around other kids. So now it's more of he's kind of acting his own age now, and that was like the whole balance of the team, his clashing between my character Loco, because they were so much alike, and they both wanted to be leader. I like from the jump, and each member slowly introduced itself from like a Mara, Gabriel vibe. They all just introduced themselves to Otto because they know who he is, and he's just getting familiar with them and their power sets. And the best way I came up with that concept for them was they was going to have a training session. It was like a little race just for the kids, just to show off their abilities, show off their power sets, what they could do, like for the story going forward. And it was just a lot of fun coming up with different concepts and ways that I wanted to do them. Like initially when I did Goldie, she just did like a hard metal. She didn't turn into gold, but she did like a hard metal, and she plowing through anything that's in her way. Loco was still the elegant, like luchador type of wrestler hero gimmick that I wanted. He was still agile, still tech savvy. Like nothing really changed with like their personalities. We kept it pretty much the same when we retold the story. And it was everything was like pretty much to the T. We just flipped the costumes a little bit, played with it, redid Gabriel because I had him more like a demon gargoyle. He was more monstrous, and then we just lightened up his features and stuff, made him more human-like to make him more relatable to readers and stuff, so he can get more expression. And just over the story, they did everything wrong in the story because I wanted to get that point across that they were still fresh and brand new, so they didn't act like a team. But the whole reason that they was doing this was to act like a team, and each one of them acted like individuals that competed in this race, and it showed throughout the training that they're not much of a team. No matter how much skill and experience that any one of the members had, they weren't functioning as a team. And that's the main point that I wanted to get across to them, why he's so frustrated in the story, was why he needs to show them and mold them so he can create a solidified team with the group, to keep them from acting like individuals and more like a cohesive team. Because on the battlefield, if you don't act like a team, you can get one of your members killed, or even you killed in the situation. Now, what the message was from Ivan was that they need to stop acting like kids and acting more like a group, solidified like team, family, and that's why I wanted to tell the story. And then like the main goal, like, because Otto won this race, but he wanted to still show that he was still superior to the rest of the teammates. So he was outclassing them just because he was the more experienced member. That's why he joined the team in the first place, because he was the most experienced of the group. But Ivan had to check Otto and give him a reality check, where it was the whole point of that little race was to show you had to get across with your teammates, not you by yourself showing off and glorifying. And that was the little things I wanted to do with the youth mob that you can't really tell with older heroes, but it's a lot of morals, like with the kids, because they have that flexibility to grow, to learn, to make mistakes, and then have someone older come to them and then show them the way. And that's what I wanted to do with youth mob, where it's always showing life lessons. And that was like the big thing growing up. If you grew up with 90s cartoons and stuff, from Batman the animated series to X-Men, Spider-Man, it was all the same. Characters had consequences to their actions, and that's what I wanted to capture with Youth Mob. It's always a reason why that they need to accomplish something. It's usually after they made a mistake or something, and instead of becoming like spoiled brats with it, they learn from their mistakes, and then they try their best to improve upon it. And that's what I wanted for these characters, and that's what made them really connect like throughout our creation process. It's the growth of the characters. And then from here they just reintroduce themselves, because they learned their lesson. Now that they they reintroduced themselves, want to show that they were more of a team. They talked a little bit about each other, telling Otto's like a teleporter. Loco deals with technology, building technology. Goldie, she can turn to metal. Vibe has her vibration wave powers. Amara, she didn't compete in the race, but I wanted to keep her really mysterious. That was like the big goal with her character, is just to show that she was more mysterious. We was gonna, like, over the course of the story, roll with her, and you was gonna understand why she was so guarded. But her character initially just shows she's shy, because I was saving her for a later issue. And Gabriel just the oddball of the bunch, because he's the only character that distinctively looks different, because he's half gargoyle. He has that like gargoyle mentality. He is like, he looks monstrous, but he's really friendly, and that's the heart of the character. But he's that really odd character that makes the group look more appealing. And then from the ending right here, they get the little fist bump showing that they a team. And then Ivan was more proud of them now that they officially showed off that they were a team. And that's pretty much the very first story of Youth Mob. And my original concept was for him, and I thought that would really be cool to just show where we started to now, everything that we're working on with the characters. And I plan on doing for the rest of this month, just checking in on my old series and give little explanations on why, when I created these projects, what I was thinking at the time when I made them, and where I was going from here. And the next one for every Sunday until Halloween is my YS series. It's a free comic on Webtoons. You can check it out if you want to. It's a zombie horror type drama I worked on. I created this series mainly because I wanted to show off that I can create a series. Like each chapter was I think 8 pages, but it was 10. It was 10 total, but it was 8 pages a piece, and I did them within 2 weeks. Like the next part of the story came out a whole nother 2 weeks after that, and that's where I just learned I could become a better writer and stuff. It's just learning tools, and the series actually did pretty good, and it picked up. It's almost over 1,000 views on it, and that was from 19 when I was just starting. I was just making stuff just to grow and become better. And I hope you enjoy this little trip down memory lane with my Youth Mob. You can still back the campaign. It ends at the end of this month. It's still available now, but while you're doing that, you can also sign up for our new campaign that starts probably near the end of November, December time. Cody Valiant. That's our new campaign. We have an email list ready for that one. Next high octane characters to check out. But we're always working on something new and getting something ready to go just to check out. If this is the first time you tune into the channel, like, share, subscribe, and join the 3B family. This is Sean Frye signing out. Peace.